Factorization of quadratic expressions. Under the factorization of quadratic expressions, there are 4 cases. Now we consider the first case, case 1. Case 1. We can have expression of the form x squared plus k1x plus k2, where k1 and k2 are positive numbers. That is, for this case 1, k1 and k2, they are positive. That is, and another thing for this particular case 1, whereby we have x squared plus k1 x plus k2, all the 3 terms, the coefficient, all the values in the 3 terms are all positive. So in this case, let's look at examples. Examples. 1. Factorize x squared plus 8x plus 12. Want to factorize x squared plus 8x plus 12. Solution. X squared plus 8x plus 12. Now, for us to factorize this, the first thing we need to look at is the middle term. And the middle term represents the sum of factors. The middle term represents what? The sum of factors. Sum of factors. And the sum of factors here is 8x. Now, another thing we need to consider is what we call the product of factors. And the product of factor is the product of the first and the last term. The product of the first and the last term. So product of factors is equals to what? X times 12. X squared times 12. And that's what? 12x squared. Now, how do we connect sum of factors and product of factors together? Sum of factors. It means that we are looking for 2 numbers such that by the time you add them together, it will give you 8. And by the time you also multiply the same numbers together, it must give you 12. Now, what you need to do is to focus on the product before your result will satisfy the sum condition. Focus on the product first. Now, let's consider the product. For the product, we have 12. Let's look for 2 values. We can decide to have, since it is positive, we can decide to have 3 plus 3 times plus 4. We can have plus 3 times plus 4. We can also have plus 6 times plus 2. We can have plus 12 times plus 1. You can see. So that's what we're having. We can also have minus 3 times minus 4. We can also have minus 6 times minus 2. We can also have minus 12 times minus 1. Because minus times minus will give you plus. So that is why 3 times 4 we have 12. 6 times 2 is also 12. 12 times 1 is also 12. Now minus 3 times minus 4. Minus times minus is plus. so it's also 12. Minus 6 times minus 2. Minus times minus is plus, so we also have 12 for that. Minus 12 times minus 1. Minus times minus is plus, so we also have 12. Now, how do we know the value to choose? The value to choose will depends on the sum of factors. The values that we are going to choose here will depend on the sum of factors. Now, the sum of factors is 8. Now, we are going to consider each of these values and see the ones. By the time you add them together, the one that will give us 8. Let's check. 3 plus 4, it will give you 7 here. It does not give us 8, so we cancel that one out. 6 plus 2, you can see we are having 8 already. And that's what we are looking for. So we don't even need to check the others, because others will not give you. 12 plus 1 will give you 13. That is wrong. It does not give us 8. Minus 3 minus 4 will give you minus 7. Minus 6 minus 2 will give us minus 8. So this is not correct. Minus 12 minus 1 will give us minus 13. So that is not what we are looking for. We are looking for the value that will satisfy both the sum and the product condition. And what are the two values? Plus 6 and plus 2. We now come back to the main question. We have x squared. This is plus 8x. Now, what do we have? It will now represent the middle term. Instead of writing plus 8x, now what do we write? We write plus 6x. Then, what do we have? Plus 2x plus 12. Now, you can see the plus 6 and the plus 2 we are having now. We are using it to break 8x. We are having plus 6x and plus 2x. Now, the next thing for us to do is what we call the pairing. We are going to pair the first two and the last two. Now, for the first two, what is common? In the first two terms, what is common to both? X. Now, x squared divided by x, what do we have? X. 6x divided by x, what do we have? 6. Plus the last two, that's the last two term. 2x and 12, what is the common factor? The common factor there, or the highest common factor there, is 2. Now, 2x divided by 2, what will you have? X. Plus 12 divided by 2, what do we have? 6. Now, we now have this to be what? Now, looking at what we have here, we can see that x plus 6 is here. So that is what is common also. We now have the first term now, and this is the second term. So x plus 6 is common to both terms. We bring out x plus 6. Then we combine these two. We bring out x plus 6, then we combine these two. So combining the two, what do we have? X plus 2. So the answer now is x plus 6, bracket x plus 6, bracket x plus 2. So that is the solution to the problem. Thank you.